Hey folks, so another video. So these past few days, I've been noticing with myself and with other anti-natalists that there is this kind of feeling of wanting to give up, wanting to concede the argument that, we're not going to reach everybody. So we might as well just, you know, stop talking about it, let the world go and go on and be itself and let people procreate and you just kind of ignore it, just go about our day because people aren't going to listen to us. And I understand that kind of burnout. It is a message that is slow, it's taking time to reach people. And I understand the frustration of constantly talking about it and people constantly not getting it, or people just outright refusing to even hear the cause of antinatalism, no less take it serious. But the reason that we shouldn't give up. The reason that we should keep this message going, that we should keep this fight going, is because there are people dependent on us. There are lives that need to be spared, that can be spared. And if we don't say anything, if we just give up, if we just go along with the flow of society, if we just lay down our ideology and just quit, how many more children are going to be brought into this world to experience the general miseries that life has to offer? How many more deaths are going to be created in our absence of speaking? And I kind of compare it to an analogy of a war, right? Let's say that there is a war happening and the fighting is intense and some of the soldiers begin to lose morale. And they experience this kind of burnout. But one thing about it is, if you believe that you are fighting for a really good and true noble cause, eventually that flame in you is going to want to continue to fight because you understand what it is you're fighting for. And so, for myself and for other anti-natalists out there who might be thinking of giving up, I would say to you, don't do it. Hold the line. Keep strong, because for every voice that we raise and for every ears that we reach, that there is a possibility of another child being spared from this existence. There is another possibility that hundreds, if not thousands, of human beings will be spared from ever having to go through the cycle of birth, suffering, and death, and general misery that comes with life on this planet. And for that end, and to that end, we can't simply allow ourselves to be weighed down by societal rejection. We can't allow ourselves to give in to this fatalistic idea that since not everyone is going to listen to us, we might as well just be quiet and let the world go on as it is. No. Keep up the fight. Keep up the war, because there are people who are depending on us. There are innocents that need to be spared. And each time that you speak up, every time that you speak up, it might be ignored, but someone is going to listen to you. I can't tell you how many times I've had people message me, people I don't even know, and tell me that because of something I said or because of something another antinatalist said, they decided they aren't going to have children. They decided they're going to spare their unborn children from this entire hellish experience. That's what it's worth. That means something. And every child spared is another generation saved from this wilderness, this pointless track that we are all suffering. And really, um, this is the highest form of mercy. This is the highest mercy that you can give to any being, to spare them from ever having to go through this experience, whatever this shit is, you know, this deficient, um, idiotic game of chasing and constantly chasing needs and constantly chasing wants, having to do things you don't want to do, having to suffer things you don't want to suffer. And every time I speak about antinatalism, I always keep in the back of my mind that I'm doing this so that another child doesn't have to come into this world to experience wage slavery, or to experience a cancer diagnosis, or to experience an accident, or to experience depression, sorrow, agony, and any of this horrendous shit that we have to deal with. It's a war, and we're fighting it for the innocent. We're fighting to save them from this. And so if you keep this in your mind, I'm not going to say that, you're going to feel better about it, but at least keep in your mind what you are doing this for. Keep the goal in mind. It's not about um, reaching everybody. Sure, everybody might not get it, but at least remember that however many people we reach, that's a life spared and saved from this misery. So hold the line, keep the war, continue to fight.